guys, Tower Climber here, and today we are here to react to another Tower God chapter. Hopefully everything is good and you guys can hear me well. I did arrange the settings somewhat on OBS too, because last time the audio was a bit not bad, but like choppy at some cases, so I'm gonna check before we fully start this. Today we don't have anything else to react to like last time, so it might be a shorter stream. Um, but so let me address something before anything else. I did say last time that it was mostly we were gonna do mostly these on like Mondays. Um, my friends who read ahead, like I've said multiple times, advised me not to do that. At least for right now. They might say you can switch it up later, but they told me to just react to them when they come out. For right now, mostly because um, I need to mostly because a lot of stuff happens apparently, and they don't want me to get spoiled because they know that I follow people like Dr. Boneheads, like Haku, stuff like that. People who content would come out before, and which definitely show up on my notifications and stuff like that. So they don't want me to get spoiled that much. At least for right now. They're probably gonna tell me when I could probably start doing that. But for right now, no such stuff. I'm gonna check the audio right now. That's just a little disclaimer I wanted to put out before then. Alright, I'm gonna put my audio a bit louder, just like a little bit. But I don't think you should go at max like last time because last time, because of it being at max and because of the settings I have for the surround, it was a little bit like a little bit choppy, I think. But should be alright. The audio thing is one of the things that I'm trying to work the hardest on. Every single video my audio is a little bit different, just because I try to make it a little bit better each time. But it's always a little bit weird. It becomes a little better, it becomes a little weirder. So I'm just gonna check right now how it is, because also I don't know if I should turn down the music a bit. Maybe I should. Maybe just a bit. Yeah, I'll turn it down a bit. Turn myself up a bit and the music down a little bit. Let's see how that works though. Yeah, I think that's fine. Again, if you guys don't, I mean, either you guys on the chat or afterwards you watch the video, tell me how you guys think the audio is. I'll change it to whatever you guys think it's acceptable or whatever. So yeah, today today we're reacting to chapter, I think it's 606 of Tower of God. Which I'm very excited for because I'm going to do a little bit of recap, but the chapter's already out, I think. Yeah, it should be, so I'm not going to do it that long of a recap. I'm just going to go through the basic bullet points of what happened. So let's go to our little react section. Alright. I think I'm already in the... Yeah, it should be. There we go. Alright. There we go. Cool. So, okay, so what happened last time was that basically Enkidu and Tiara had their fight. Tiara became a dragon, like you do, right? She was fighting him, all that kind of stuff. We find out some lore about Enkidu, some abilities that he has, and some stuff that would be basically like beneficial to him. It's he got blessings, two blessings from the administrator. One of them that I'm not fully sure about and I don't know if it's a translation thing. I've not seen actually other translations of this chapter. Um, but the two blessings he got was, the first one is that he cannot be killed by anyone that is not either an irregular or a Tengri family leaders. We don't fully know yet. But he can be killed by people like Traumarai and Gusting and all that stuff, but not anyone else, no matter how powerful they are, apparently. And probably the administrators could kill them, right? Just like revoke the contract if they wanted to. Oh yeah, Belarier becomes infected with Enkidu. They go attack together. Tiara is able to fend them off pretty easily. They were able to cover her pen, which was interesting for me, because apparently that's a little bit of a weakness Tiara has. Her pen can get actually covered and all that stuff, and maybe she won't be able to write. She showed even without her pen, though, she's obviously a high ranker of like the highest order, so she's able to do this kind of stuff. She's also, and this is where we find out the second blessing of Enkidu. And the second blessing is that I can bring death upon anyone I like, provided it's justified, of course. We do not know, I don't know what that fully means, but apparently, aside from the Tengri family leaders, and probably regulars in general, he can kill people like very easily, and even people that are way stronger than him. Like Tiara is way stronger, or Tiara is way stronger than Belarier and stronger than Gororo. So even when they're in hands by Enkidu, so they're able. He's still able to kill her, even with somebody as weak as Belarier, because of this blessing. That's what I'm assuming, at least for right now. I do not fully know. But yeah, she got stabbed through by Belarier's arms, and then got decapitated by Enkidu, which was insane. I can't believe that was the first chapter I ever reacted to. You guys should go check out that reaction, because I was losing my mind when that happened. Yeah. So we also find out that Belarier is apparently not being able to. His conscience was not deleted when Enkidu took control of him, which was apparently a first for Enkidu. That's probably never happened before. He tells them about revolution. About their goal. They want to annihilate Jihad and the Tengri families. And then we finally get to this scene. The scene where Gaston and Dumas basically Dumas brings Bomb to Gaston, and I guess I didn't fully get that, but I guess heals Bomb, because he's all bloodied up in this shot, and then we see his face, and then there's no kind of blood around him. Not even in this one, right? So I guess Gaston healed Bomb. I mean, that's not very surprising. He's done the same to Rachel by just looking at her. And here, let me read it. Show me the memories in that book I wrote, and the people I lost. Let me see the truth of what happened that day. And then, boom, all the papers come out of Bomb, and it ends. To be continued. My predictions before next chapter, I'm about to get into it. I'm hoping that we get at least some type of flashback. I don't know what type of flashback. I don't know if it's going to be like a whole chapter thing. I very much doubt it. But maybe like just flashes of the past. Maybe we get to see like some more glimpses of some Tengri family leaders. Maybe of a younger Traumarai, like in the flashback of where they were talking about Enkidu, him and Gusting, and all that stuff. I don't know fully yet, but that's kind of like what I'm hoping for. And yeah, okay. So overall, I think that's what's gonna happen, but I don't fully know yet. So let's not waste much more time and just get right into it, I guess. Um, yeah, let's just get right into it. So it should be there. All right. Okay, there's no violence warning. So either that means there's no violence in this chapter or there's a copious amount of violence in this chapter. We don't know. I'm already seeing the first few words and I'm getting hyped. Um, but last minute predictions, we're definitely going to see Gus staying, obviously, because it's his book, he wrote it. So we might see Gus staying. We might see technically a younger version of him. He might not look that different, but maybe his clothing are different. But and we definitely might see Gut Traumarai younger, like how we saw him without the mask and long hair, just from kind of how it's been built up that flashback of Enkidu and all that stuff. But let's see. Let's actually see if what transpires. Okay, Traumarai. I don't know who's talking. Yep, we see Traumarai. He looks. Last time he seemed his face seemed a little more like aged up. He seems like a kid in this shot. Okay, but I love Traumarai's design without like the mask and with the long hair. It just looks so much. I don't know, more regal. I guess like his current design definitely looks like somebody who doesn't go out. But this design definitely looks like somebody like tied with nature. Traumarai. Okay. Hey, okay, we do see gusting. Okay. We do see gusting. Rocking the no coat, I see. Um and I'm pretty sure it was all white before his shirt. Like even all like everything was white, even this part. Um he definitely I don't know if he looks younger or if it's just like weirdly maybe his haircut just seems weird. Okay. Okay, we might get some lore. I did get a comment last time in my last reaction that we're definitely gonna get some lore. We want it for a long time, so that's what I'm expecting lore, but I don't know how much we're gonna get of it in this one chapter alone. Oh goodness. Okay, trauma is surprised to see Gusting. Right after the 10th grade family's leaders finished climbing the way. Whoa. So this is okay. So now we know that this Traumarai and this Gusting are right afterwards, right after they finish climbing the tower. Okay, that's insane. That's just straight up insane for right. That's crazy. Okay, let's keep going. Just wanted to check the recording to see if everything was good. It lagged out for a second for me. I don't know why. Okay, right after they finished climbing the tower. Also, weirdly, I love this border design. This happened. This SIU's been using this ever since he came back, from like I think the second hiatus, at least the second hiatus in season 3. It looks really good. I like it a lot. No, he definitely does look younger. This this Gusting definitely looks younger. Okay. Why? Okay. Why are you standing there staring into space? Did you fall asleep or something? Po Badao Gusting. Wow. Okay. Oh, Gusting. When did you get here? Love the design. So cool. I'm gonna keep saying that the entire time. Also, damn. Gusting with the shoes. I mean, he's always had those shoes, the black shoes. But that's a really good detailed shot of him. A while ago, Numbskull. I like how they're just friends. They're just like, yeah, I've been here for a while, you idiot. What are you looking at? What is he looking? A flower. Alright. A flower. For what? That doesn't sound like you. You're more you're more suited to things like fish, turtles, and octopuses. Yeah, I mean, We know that the Kraken, was it the Kraken when he was younger always beat Gusting in his little maze traps things that he did um in the past. But they're just so fascinating. What do you mean? I also like how also I don't know, it's like a little small effect, but I like how they're glowing. Like they're just enveloped in holy light. Like I don't know if you guys can see it that well, probably because of the filters that I have. But in the chapter, you guys can definitely see that Traumarai and Gusting have like a hue around them. I don't know if you can see it in yeah, you could kind of see it in other ones, but it's definitely more clear in this one. I just saw it, especially in Gusting. You can just see like the aura, just as normally. That's cool. What do you mean? I never planted or created these little things. They just come out of nowhere, put down roots, and bloom. Then, before you know it, the whole area is full of flowers. So it's something out of his control. Something that he's fascinated by something that he can't control. Which is Traumarai's like whole thing, control being dominant one. Being like the number one animal in the tower. Very interesting. They go ahead and do whatever they want. Lopobia Traumarai. Also, but weird thing, I love Traumarai's eyes. I think Haku made the point that I never realized before, but they look a lot like Anok's eyes, just different colors, obviously. They have the same type of like design, which I think goes to a theory that well, we definitely know that if she's not, I feel like Anok and her mom are definitely beastkin in some way, shape, or form, and that would go along the line of them being somewhat related to the Lopobia family. So yeah, regardless of how I feel, they go ahead and do whatever they want, regardless of how I feel. Okay. It's both irritating and amazing at the same time. There's contradicting feelings. I kind of, something I hope, which might sound weird, something I hope is that they show a little more emotion. If this goes on for any longer, I hope they show a little bit more emotion than just staleness and like apathy, because that's kind of something they kind of like, because this is supposed to be right after their climb, right? So I feel like they would be a more human than what they would be in current day, which I mean, it makes very much sense in current day that they're like not lifeless. They definitely get angry. We even seen Trauma get upset and annoyed and yell and all that kind of stuff. We've seen that. We've seen anger. We've seen different emotion coming out of them. Definitely, they're not emotionless, but it makes sense because they're like over 2,000 no 20,000. It would be like around 20,000 or something years old or more, who knows, right? At this point in current day, something that I really hope is that they show a little bit more emotion in their characters, since this is not as old. Maybe not as much emotion like if they were regulars, like if we saw them like as a data version, which I like how they gave in, I think, New World, they put out data gusting if he actually showed up in the hidden floor, which I thought was really cool. I think we saw a little bit of a flash of Data gusting when he was talking to Data Edwan, I think, and when he talked about the format pill. I think we saw a little bit of it. It was very far away and you couldn't really see him. I think he was wearing like a robe or something. I don't remember, but it was something like that. Okay. It's both irritating and amazing at the same time. Oh, damn. Yeah. And Trauma, I'm guessing it's Trauma. It might have been gusting. Who knows? I think, well, we're probably going to see. Yeah, it was Trauma. Traumrai just destroyed the flower. That's a very your symbolism is on point, SIU. That's definitely something that Traumrai would do to something he can't control. Just kill it. Come on, let's go. Damn. It's just yeah. This is disgusting. You big ear jerk. Damn. Okay. Tower of God, season 3, Trauma's Past 1. Is this gonna be an arc? Well, not an arc, like maybe like a mini. Oh God, it's obviously can't be an arc, but maybe like a mini arc, please. Is this like a Wan story, flashback thing? That would be so amazing. Please, please let that be the case. Oh, but if that's the case, they're SIU's gonna do a cliffhanger. Oh no, the cliffhanger for this one's gonna be destroyed. It's gonna be soul destroying for me. Okay, SIU. All right, they're sitting down together. When we were climbing the tower, it was unusual for us to be apart for even one day. Damn. I mean, yeah. We know that it was not only them, the original irregulars climbing the tower, so a bunch of other people that came along, like Quadrado. We know Quadrado climbed with them. We know that Lustlight climbed with them. Maybe some other people like I don't know if they're still fully canon, but I think I forgot the name of the Yawn of like the godmother of the Yawn family, basically, because we know that Yan Hana can't have kids or something, or she refuses to have kids. She's like the holy virgin or something in the tower. And so the one of her other family members, which is weird, by the way, right? Very weird. Because technically that would make her an irregular too, or she was like, they found descendants of her bloodline in the tower already, which just is weird, right? Because people from the Yawn family definitely have the power of an irregular because of their flames ability, right? Or we don't know. I don't know. It's weird. At least they have 10 great family strength, because we know that Iwa, like the whole punching test, did a lot of damage without even punching the thing. So they definitely got boost hand strength. And we've seen a bunch of moments like that with Iwa. So it's weird how that works. But we know that it's not only them who climbed the tower, it's a bunch of other people with them. Okay. There's a part for even one day, but now none of us see each other very much. Yeah. Would this even be with their family leaders? Like fully? Because if this was right after, maybe they don't even have a family yet. Like maybe they don't have that many kids. Because this would be like, if this is right after, this is before Genesis. Wait, if this is before Genesis, is V and Arlen still alive? Wait a minute. Oh my goodness, I just have this thought. Are we gonna see V and Arlen? No, that would be crazy. That would be insane. Yeah, oh my goodness. I'm having so many thoughts right now. But this would be definitely before Genesis. Maybe during, like, maybe right before the Ancient Wars between Arlen V and the family leaders, or like during it. Oh my goodness. I'm trying to piece together the timeline right now. I'm just gonna keep reading. I don't really mind, Tromrai says. At the moment, I'm enjoying building my own fishbowl. Oh, wait. Okay. Traitor. Is it that disgusting? Because that doesn't feel like something, like a continuation of that sentence. Traitor. Maybe he's like saying like, maybe he's saying the Trauma is a traitor for not like wanting to be with his friends. This is a cool little ship. Is this where they are? Like in this little platform? It's really cool. It's cool that it has suspendium and it's still floating, but it's still like attached to like a balloon. Um, but okay, yeah, this is Traumarai's floating castle, earlier version of the later Traumar Alopobia battleship. Wow, yeah. So like I was saying before, this there might not be even families yet. Like he's just building the castle. That's crazy. Also, I love that it's you can see that it's not even fully built. Like there's a bunch of parts that haven't been put into it. But Jihad interacts more with you than anyone else, Traumarai. I'm sorry, I'm just taking it in because I can't believe we're actually getting this. Jihad's the king now. I just want to help. I know how busy he is. I mean, yeah, he's in a way, Traumarai is like the most loyal dog of out of all the Tengri family members of Jihad. Like, are the other families like the REA family is not part of the Jihad army. It's their own family, their own faction, and Jihad could probably go up to the REA family and give them an order. But if REA Han refuses, I don't think there's much sway that Jihad can have over it. Like again, they're not fully part of the army. They're their own, each family's their own thing. But Lopobia is like I would say the Lopobia family is definitely like an extension of the Jihad army because of how loyal Traumarai is to Jihad. Okay. Is there something going on between you two that I should know about? Even if there is, I'm not obliged to tell you. Damn. Everything Jihad does is for our sake. So don't fight him for every little thing. Was Gusting always a little bit more rebellious than the other ones, always like questioning more stuff than everyone else? Maybe not, but like that line kind of shows. So don't fight him about every little thing. Maybe Gusting was always a little one that spoke up more than the other ones. And that includes the selection of the princesses. Once I'm all settled in my new home, I'll try to have kids of my own. Okay, what does that mean? And that includes the selection of the princesses, because this would definitely be way before the whole Eurasia End thing happened. The Eurasia End thing would have happened way after. I would say way after. I would probably say after Genesis, definitely. Like, and so I don't think there would be. So I don't think there would be much. And we know that the plan for the princesses was Gusting's idea to an extent. Like at least the idea, from what we know, from Garam, that Gusting had a hand in creating the princess system for Jihad. So why would he be saying that? I don't know if this is two separate statements, but it sounds like the same. Like, don't fight him about every little thing, and that includes a selection of princesses. It's interesting. I don't understand what you see in that guy's bizarre ideas. Okay. It's interesting. I don't know if this is like a little bit of a retcon, or like we just didn't know the full history of what happened. But Gusting seems to be apprehensive about some of the ideas of Jihad, including the princess idea. That's interesting. We know that Eurasia End was definitely one of the first kids of Jihad, of one of the first kids between the family heads, because they're actually, it's not like she's the direct descendant of both a Blossom and Gusting. So it's like, it's very weird. Sorry, I'm this line very intrigued me, and I'm just going off. This chapter is probably long. Okay. Hmm. And okay. And what's that about having kids? Are you two getting along better again? Not at all. Uh, this is what I mean. I like how they're smiling at each other. Like Trauma is smiling, and so is Gusting. It seems like they're just having a catch up. That's kind of what I meant before. That they're showing a little more emotions, at least to each other. She's the same as always. What are they talking about? Since that day, she's been on a different wavelength from us. Who are you? Is this? Who's this? New character? From the back. She looks like a grown-up Rachel. I guess. No, well, nah. That's interesting. Who's that? Maybe she. Okay. Or is this Angel? Wait, no. Angel doesn't look like this. At least from what we've seen. Maybe it's just a different. Maybe the one we saw before wasn't the real Angel. But I don't think so because even the design of Rachel in the Hidden Floor was based on the actual real Angel. Hmm. Interesting, very interesting. Maybe she really is a lowly creature, like Jihad says. Hmm. Jihad says that. So, like, we know that V was somebody who cared, at least from the God of Guardians words, was somebody who. Oh, wait. No. It was Data at once words that he said that V, unlike the rest of them during their climb when they kept going up, he cared more about the inhabitants of the tower and as like Jihad and the rest of them started to care less about that as they went on their climb. Hmm. Maybe she's just a lowly creature. Yeah. If only I can change those foolish thoughts of hers as easily as I can control animals. I don't know what this is referring to, but if this person is involved with trauma in a because they were talking about like laughing about having kids, or at least Gusting was. Maybe like they're together romantically. Okay, that's a horrifying line. That's like a later trauma line where he's just telling a Wan to like have kids with Nen. It's crazy. Dot probably. Oh, I just read ahead a little bit. My eyes just skimmed over. By the way, I spoke to with the master of the workshop recently. So wait, that's he's talking about McSeth. He talked to McSeth recently? That's crazy. Wait. McSeth, we know McSeth is definitely old. At least he was like the one, like another guide of the 10 great family leaders with the hell train and all that stuff and a bunch of other kind of stuff. We know that the workshop is something apparently on the outside of the tower and in the inside. So he spoke to when we know that Gusting is very involved in the workshop. So he spoke to McSeth, the master. Why would you want to have anything to do with him? He's so eerie. That's an interesting way of describing McSeth. We don't know a lot about him, but just from the experiments the workshop creates, I'm guessing that's Traumai saying that. I love how Traumai just says, "I wish I could control her thoughts like I can as easily as I can control animals." And he's like, that guy, he's so eerie. That's Traumai saying that. How eerie could McSeth be compared to Traumai? That's crazy to think about. Um, damn. He said he didn't get around to giving you the present he promised you when you were climbing the tower. So Mixeth promised Traumarai a present. Wait, we know Enkidu is a present from Mixeth. We learned that a little bit ago, I think. I forgot what chapter it was, but I think we learned that. And he asked if you needed anything. Okay. Is that right? Well, now that you mention it, there is something I've always wanted. No kidding? What is it? Interesting. A creature that's nothing in and of itself and can become anything. That definitely sounds like Enkidu. I'd really like something like that. Huh? I need whenever we get like stickers for this channel. I think it's like a 500 subscribers, that's a thing. I don't know. Whenever that becomes a thing, I'm definitely pulling this and making that into a sticker because that's great. That's amazing. That's just that's a great expression from resting. A few days later, if you did, okay. I've sent you a creature that's nothing in and of itself, but can become anything you want. Take good care of it. So this is Mixeth. She sent a letter. Damn. Also, it's funny because Mixeth created the language in the pockets. He created the pockets, and then he created the language um, around everything, right? In the tower. So how much of a boss move is it to be like, yeah, I created an entire language. Now I'm going to write you a letter in my own language. That's crazy. From the master, the father of everything. That's a crazy line. From the master, the father of everything. Mixeth really is like a master. Like he is the father of everything in the tower. That's crazy. That's Enkidu. Well, maybe like in. Yeah, that's definitely Enkidu's blob. He just got sent in a package. It's like he just OBS'd him to Traumarai. Traumarai really has long hair, damn. What is this? He's holding a little blob. It's like, what the hell is this? This is the thing I asked for? I didn't know if you asked for like something like that and you just get handed a literal blob. After the creature was given to Traumarai by the workshop master, it was neglected at Traumarai's room for a very long time. Okay. He put it in a fishbowl. And then at some point, Traumarai with his hair up in a ponytail. That's a cool design. It became obsessed with following Traumarai everywhere since he paid no attention to it. So Traumarai literally just like neglected Enkidu, and Enkidu was like, I'm just gonna follow you. You know, I guess I like you. Just gonna follow you around. As the creature followed Traumarai throughout his palace, it developed its own unique ability. It learned to transform exactly into anyone it encountered. The creature could even imitate people's voices and behaviors perfectly. Who's this? Like a servant of Traumarai? That's that's funny. No, but that's cool. But yeah, I mean, I guess it makes sense he can become other people. Right now, the only ability that we've seen from Enkidu is that he can possess people. So like, and obviously all the blob stuff, but like, he can actually become people. He's like a Ditto. Just realize that's like very much what he is. He's like a Ditto from Pokemon. Everyone who saw the creature was shocked by it and said it made them uncomfortable. But not Traumarai. it was only then that he realized what what the workshop master had meant when he said that this was a creature that was nothing in and of itself but can become anything. Huh, that's very interesting. But what trauma really wanted was more than that. I want you to become human. What? I don't know what voice to give a blob. I'm not gonna do a voice. You can read it. I've been doing a little bit of a slightly different voice for everyone else, but at the same time, I'm not like a voice actor or like anything close to it. The most voice you guys are ever gonna see are like in my OC videos, like the story videos, like where I try to do a little bit more feminine voice. I can't really do that well. What? Since you can turn yourself into anything, go ahead and become a real human being. But why do you want me to be human? Because I'm lonely. Wow. That's Trauma just straight up saying that he's lonely. Damn. The family it has are very interesting. It's a very interesting story of how like an adventure can become like pure isolation from like so much power. But at the same time, it just goes to show you like how much it can spiral down because there are truly awful people now. Lonely. Trauma? I see. He's lonely, just like me. Very interesting story. Anna. Okay. After Trauma said that, the creature decided to become human. According to the book where the story is recorded. So this. Okay. Trauma had. Okay. So the book the story is recorded. I mean, it would be the book that's stored inside Bomb, no? And the one that Gusting wrote. Trauma had several companions by his side while he climbed the tower. Wait a minute. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to zoom in and show you guys. Oh no. I don't know if that's gonna work. Okay, let me zoom in. I don't know if you guys can see it. Let me see. Maybe if I'm gonna just turn off the properties for a little bit because this is very interesting to me. This window capture. There we go. Let me. Oh no. Let me just do this for a second, just because I wanna. That's not it. There you go. Okay, I'll turn it back on for a second. I'm not gonna move it too much either. This is definitely Trauma, obviously Trauma, right? But we see other people in the background. I hope we don't see any more things, because I'm gonna have to do this so much more. That's definitely. I mean, he's wearing blue, and his hair is blue. That's not all of these may not just be family leaders too. They might be, but they might also not be. This guy has white hair but brown skin. He looks like a Wu from Towers and Gods. He's that's cool design, at least from the little bit we can see of him. That's Edwin, by the way. I think should be. We see another people. Can't really see the other person, but it looks like I don't know, a spiky hair and like a sword. Somewhat. Maybe that's, I don't know. I can't really speculate on who these people are. and don't get a very very clear look at them. All right, let me go back to the original size of this and put it back. There we go. Cool. All right, let's keep reading. Charmer had several companions, many companions, in fact. Yeah, it might, like I said, many. It might just not be the 10 great family leaders. It might be Quadrado and other people in these pictures. So, oh my goodness, that's a V. Wait, okay. But after their adventure came to an end, 2 of the great 13 left the rest of the group because of a conflict of opinion. Is that? Okay, so that's V, obviously. He looks like Beal. We know this. We know that he very much looked like Beal. This Jihad, very clearly Jihad. That might be Gusting. Maybe. He has a bowl cut and wearing white, maybe that's Gusting. Many other helpers left with them and turned their backs on the remaining 11 people as well. So many of the other people that climbed alongside the 13 maybe they didn't follow V. Many probably did, like Luslek, but they maybe they just didn't vibe with Jihad and they're like, no, I'm not doing that, and they just left. They turned their backs. That's crazy. Oh wait, okay. That's a cool shot. Okay. This was back when the 11 didn't even refer to themselves as family leaders yet. That's what I was saying. They're not family leaders yet. Even they gradually began to grow apart from each other as they set out to achieve their own goals. Traumarai, Jihad. We see him with like the plating we saw in the hidden floor. And that's just straight up Edwan. Wow. I think that's definitely the most detailed Edwan, present Edwan shot we have seen. I mean, that's not present Edwan. These are the designs of them, like before, like right after they finish their climb. So at present day Edwan maybe looks different a bit, at least from attire. His hair is probably around the same. I would guess. Yeah. Cool. It was only much later that they each established their own independent family. Yeah. It's crazy. The creature made by the workshop master was aware of this, and it thought to itself, Traumarai must be lonely because all his companions left him. The real reason he wants me is to fill the empty space they left in their wake. Damn. That's could definitely be a possibility. We don't know that for sure, but that's definitely sound a good possibility by Enkidu. And so the creature prayed constantly to become human so that it could be Traumarai's new friend. It prayed out the window. It even prayed when stuck to the ceiling. I mean, I don't know how this if that's how that works, Enkidu. But you go, you go. If you could pray in the ceiling, who wouldn't? It even went. Everywhere it went, the creature prayed nonstop. How does a blob pray? Just separate itself. And then one day, a being appeared before the creature. Okay. The most transcendent being in the tower. I just scrolled down a little bit and I scrolled down a bit and I think I saw who it was. I'm gonna lose my absolute crap if this is who I think it is. Yeah. Like I said, I think I did a short. Yeah, I did a short of like the most important people in the Tower of God world that weren't family leaders. I made another family leader one afterwards. Um, it would have been too long. Uh, and like one of the right before Enryu and Pentaminum, I put an head on, and I put like the little like sub like the like his little title as the true god of the tower because he's the tower's guardian. This is head on, by the way, definitely. But he's the guardian of the tower, the keeper of the tower, and the one who greeted all of Jihad and his companions. He's also like the top administrator that we know of, at least from from the first to 134th floor. We don't know if there's other administrators above that may be above head on, but he's definitely like one of the most we've known. A lot of characters have said that he's the true god of the tower. Like I think it was in Horyang's backstory when he was going up, he saw the sky for at least the ceiling for the first time of the floor, and then he said that the true god of the tower appeared before me, and it was like a shot in the sky of head on. That's incredibly hype. Head on. This is the first time. Oh my god! This is the first time we're seeing head on. Since when? Since season 1? I don't think we've ever seen head. Well, other than like, again, other than like little flashes and flashbacks in season 2, like with Elaine and with Horyang. This is the first time we're seeing head on. Wow. It's crazy. This chapter's crazy. I'm sorry I'm not saying much, but this chapter is actually insane. Actually, I've been saying a lot. Yeah, head on. I love head on's design. It's just so cool. Like the staff and his like little globe staffs and gems, and the mouth, like his eye mouth shark thing that he has. It's just such a cool design. What is it you wish for so desperately? You insignificant creature, so eager to add meaning to your existence. God. Literally. Wow. Information about the transcendent being was already stored in the creature, so it knew that its prayers had been answered. Really? Do people just know when people see head on? Do they just know who it is because of that's how transcendent he is? He just like all the information's like imploded because Horyang looked at head on and he said he knew that was like the true god of the tower, even if he didn't know anything about the tower beforehand. That's crazy. Or maybe this means like it already had the information that McSeth put into it. Maybe McSeth put the information about basic knowledgeable stuff about the tower. Most supreme and transcendent being in the tower, I wish to become human. Wow. Most powerful, most supreme and transcendent being. It's definitely, at this point, it's definitely true. I mean, like, people that can defeat, there's no one right now in the tower history yet that could beat head on. Yeah, like Enryu hasn't come in the tower yet. Like Enryu can probably beat head on because he beat another administrator. And Pentaminum could probably definitely beat head on, but again, both of them came afterwards, like way afterwards. I wish to become human. I love the eye, the little. I love how it's not just here, but it can like move down all over. Like it's the eye is like right here. I'm afraid there's nothing I can do about that. This tower is a place designed for tests and trials. Accordingly, there's a strict division between human challengers and non-human beings. Really? So there's a division of human challengers. Human, right? There might be like what do you count, like the that plastic bag regular from season 1, right? Is that considered a human being, like a humanoid being? And non-human beings like Shinwei, even if they're intelligent, like Leviathan is intelligent, he can talk, he can do all that stuff, but he's not considered a human challenger or a human person because of how he is, like the nature of him. That's interesting. Is that so? But don't be too disappointed. There's another way for special beings like you. What? You may not be anything in and of yourself, but you are capable of becoming anything. Okay, I'm gonna. Although it's impossible for you to become an entirely new human being, there's no rule prohibiting you from becoming exactly like an existing human. Is this where Enkidu learns that he can possess people? I was gonna say that before. I love this shot. I like that shot very much. I love that shot. Love that little. This head-on. Man, I want to know so much more about head-on. Head-on's one of the most interesting characters for me. All you must do is steal the person's body. The massive grin. I love it. I love it. He's such a, I don't know. It seems like everything he talks about, like he wants the best, but like at the same time, he's just so much mischievous that you're like, I can't trust anything that comes out of this guy's mouth. Once the creature agreed to this proposal, the transcendent being took the creature to a bloody battle hunting ground. Alright. Damn. That's great. Wow. This was a time of chaos, since no one was able to reach the top of the tower anymore. All the previously rising energy from challengers dissipated throughout. I don't know. I've seen this word so many times. The speed. I don't know why I can't say it right now. Throughout the tower, resulting in countless secret and hidden civilizations. Maybe like the Flower civilization, from Doan's thing. That's crazy. The Flower Nation. This may also be around the time that the whole essence of bravery thing happened, because again, it's a time of chaos. This might be a time where that warrior became the essence of bravery. That man with red eyes from Calvin's backstory would definitely fit the environment right now. One particular warrior who stood before them was named Enkidu. Oh, that's interesting. Enkidu was a person. That's very interesting. Also, he has horns. Very interesting. I mean, we know other people have horns. Dorsey has horns. They look like, I was about to say he looks like a beastkin with these horns. But that can't be possible because we know that Tramrai, I think it was said in Wang Wen's backstory that it was somewhat after Genesis, that, or at least around the Ancient War, after the Ancient War period, that Beastkin became a thing. Like the workshop and Tramrai made Beastkin. So he can't be a Beastkin. But he's definitely like He's definitely something like in Dorsey, where they have him like different weird monster things in a human body. Um, but that's very interesting. I'd never even noticed that this this as the thing we know now as Enkidu was not the original Enkidu. This was Enkidu, and he stole his body. All right, I'm assuming was named Enkidu. He was by far the greatest warrior that they could see. So in this battlefield, he was the greatest warrior. Head-on pointed him out to the creature. It reminds me a lot of this story of this the blob of Enkidu is reminding me a lot of the Full Metal Alchemist dwarf in the flask whole thing. Well, somewhat. At least the whole like being that's not really a being thing. And without the slightest hesitation, I do like the design of this Enkidu. I like the very like a very primal, bold design. The slightest hesitation, the creature took over Enkidu's body. A few months later. How long is this chapter? I feel like I've been reading forever. I think it's only been an hour, but still. A few months later. Traumarai, the gray wolf. The one that Albaba has. I'm guessing, yeah. Wow, he's Traumarai. He's Traumarai. So is Traumarai using the gray wolf? Is this like, what is this? Looks like scales. Dash. Battle with the ancient creatures. Okay. I wasn't gonna say it, but I thought I was about to say, is this like the cobra? Yeah, this is the odd-eyed cobra, and this is the honey badger from I forgot his name. They all Umtiti. Is it? I think it is. Yeah, Umtiti and Albaba. There you go. Albaba, Umtiti, and forgot the name of the branch leader for the snake right now. Okay, but by the way, battle with the ancient. This is an ancient creature. We have another ancient creature now. We have another ancient. This guy. Are we gonna get a name for him? He's riding the turtle. This is okay. I remember I put I made 2 Traumarais for the my tier list video. Which I'm gonna have to finish at some point. I'm probably gonna finish that this week. I'm gonna make the final version of that. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that, of finishing that tier list, so we can have a full little tier list in this channel, of every character, at least the ones we know of right now, right? But I put 2 Traumarais. I put like one, like the normal Traumarai from right now, and this Traumarai, from the other flashback we saw of him. The first time we saw him without a mask, and I put it like a little text saying Prime Traumarai with all his 23 beasts. This is what I mean. Like, this is like Traumarai, like full power, like with the cobra, with the wolf, with the badger, with every one of his creatures, not just the 7, like not just the Kraken, not just the others. Those might be his strongest ones, but these, like, having all of them together is definitely like way like definitely a lot better for Traumarai than current one. Okay. Traumarai is confused. Maybe is the ancient creature gonna do something? Also, the ancients are so powerful. Like, this is Traumarai fighting him with all, well, like 4 different animals, and it looks like it's doing pretty well. Like, it's not getting one shot by the wolf's claws or anything like that. Ancients are strong, and this is ancients not being hosted by anyone. I mean, as much as I can see, it's just in the wild, just like a pure ancient, just fighting. It's crazy. It's not like any other, like it's not like it's more like Rack than like something like the fiery elephant or the buffalo of Calhoun. Is that Enkidu? Wait, is that Enkidu? Is that why you said okay? Enkidu, I think comes in stabs. Is this Enkidu? Is this is it Enkidu with Enkidu possessed? uh, with the creature possessing him? It's this the Enkidu we know fully now. He stabs the ancient creature. It's pretty good. He was able to stab the ancient creature, make it bleed. Did he kill the ancient creature? Damn, that's a good feat right there. That's good stuff, Enkidu. He was able to kill a creature. I think, maybe he just wounded him in the back of his neck. It looks like it did some damage anyway. Yeah. Also, the sign of this ancient, by the way, let me look back. It's great. Cool, so cool looking. It's like an armadillo. Yeah, does he have wings? It's really cool looking. I don't know why armadillo. He also looks like the face mask makes me remind me of something from Mortal Kombat. Like a scorpion or the scorpion, or I was gonna say scorpion or someone else, but most of the other ninjas from Mortal Kombat are just kind of reskins of Scorpion. Yeah, wow. Damn, that's a good blow. He was able to make it bleed that much. Also, this sword, this cleaver thing he has, so cool looking. Damn, looks like a giant kitchen knife. Like one of those chef's knives. Long time no see. Traumarai. I like the design a lot. I got a better look at it now. I like the design a lot. I like the face. The face is very gentle type of face, but you have like these the warrior thing. Like I like how he doesn't have shoes or stuff like that, just barefoot. And he's jacked. Jesus. I mean, everyone's jacked now, I guess, but still, like he's pretty jacked. As this person walked towards Traumarai without any hesitation or explanation whatsoever, Traumarai understood immediately. Really? Could he just sense the creature inside of Enkidu? Stepping forward. This was the creature from his little fishbowl. Yeah. I've come to be your friend as you commanded me. He realized what had happened to him. And as Traumarai finally got what he had wished for. I see. I love that shot of Traumarai. He genuinely looks happy. Wow. I see. A faint smile spread across his face. Welcome. Little did he know this would be the start of yet another split. To be continued. Wow. I thought it was going to be a way bigger cliffhanger and more brutal than that, but like, damn. That's crazy. Okay. That's a crazy thing. Alright, let's damn. Alright, let's go to the other one. Yeah, so that was chapter 106. I mean, no, 106. 601. Sorry. So yeah, damn, that's crazy. So we learned a lot in this chapter. A lot in this chapter. I was so much information that I stopped at almost every panel. And this is apparently just the first one of these because it said Traumarai's Past 1. So we're getting more. I don't know how many we're gonna get, but I hope it's almost as long as Wong-Won's flashback. Because that was a good, like, let's say 4 chapters or something. If this is 4 chapters, we're gonna be all set to go. That's great. I don't know. I don't know. Also, I have heard, I think in Reddit or something, like I just saw in one of my notifications, and I think Bonehead is also gonna talk about it, that there's gonna be a hiatus, which we're like 12 chapters behind or something like that. So it wouldn't be I mean, if it's depending on how long the hiatus is, it's not gonna affect us that much. But at the end of the day, as long as SIU is getting the proper, like, his health, because there's always been a thing about his health. If if he's able to get like his health good, and it doesn't last like a whole, like, what was the other one? Like, it was like a whole, like, year and a half or something like that. Maybe 2 years of the hiatus before. It was a long time. The second hiatus wasn't as long. It was not definitely not as long as the first one. The first one in season 3, after the nest arc, or like the first part of the nest, that was a long one. I remember that one. That was brutal. But no. Okay, so we know that's gonna be a hiatus. We don't. I don't think it's been speculated how. I don't. We don't. I don't think we know how long it's gonna be. If somebody does know, leave it in the comments, I guess. But no, that's crazy. We saw so many things. We heard so many things. We heard about Mixa. Um, I think. Let me go. I mean, I'm not in the thing right now, but let me see if I can go to my photo. Um, because I definitely have a picture of if I can show it. I think I can, but I just have to find it first. While I'm doing that, I'm gonna talk, I guess. we have a we found out a lot of things, mostly about like Macbeth and the overall timeline of where this takes place in. Again, it should be around like before the ancient wars, or at least during it. But after they stopped climbing the tower, we got to see Gustang, Tromrai. Not much else. We got to see another female character we don't know yet. She seems to be blonde and related to Tromrai in some way, shape, or form. Not much else from what we know about that, but that's kind of all we know from right now. But we got a lot of lore drops. We saw Head On. Head On, Hedon, whichever, however you want to say it. I say Head On. We saw Head On, which was insane. Again, we haven't seen him forever. Last time we've seen, it must be years since we've seen him. At least for the people that's been reading Tower God for that long. I haven't. But even for me, we haven't seen him in forever. Um, so yeah, I mean, that's just crazy. Let me see if I can go to my, yeah, there he is. That's let me just this is not a thing that I need a filter for. Uh, yeah, just take out the filter for this. There we go. That's a Mixeth, at least one of my AI arts for Mixeth. Uh, I tried to make an AI art of him holding at least I put a black ball because to signify a pocket. It came out. This is the only one that came out well, so that's the only picture I have of Mixeth like that. Um, so I'm just gonna keep it like that, like hold it like that for right now on him. Since we did hear a lot about Mixeth this chapter, which was very interesting. We got that really cool line about Mixeth being like the father of everything or something like that. Very cool, super interesting stuff. I can't wait for us to see Mixeth. That's gonna be like a day like in the One Piece community where we finally saw Vegapunk. Uh, that's gonna be like crazy. The day we finally see Mixeth. That the lore drop if there's not a like the most intensive lore drops when Macbeth comes, I don't know who other than maybe like Jihad or like and Ryu or something. I can't see like anyone else beating Macbeth in lore drops when he comes out. Um, yeah, but no. I mean, I really like overall it's the I really like the overall direction of this chapter, how it went, and seeing all the things. Also, the drawings that I'm showing are like referenced. This is the one I made for like kid Mixeth. Um, these are all like taken by inspiration from Doctor Bonehead's Tearseth, his character. Tearseth, who is the brother of Mixeth in the D&D campaign. So I took inspiration and made it like that. Just more kinder face and all that kind of stuff. I also showed that in one of my shorts. But I'm just going to go back to this picture. So yeah, we learned a lot about that. A lot of Enkidu stuff. A lot of Enkidu stuff overall. I think I don't know. I think this chapter is really, really good. I mean, it was crazy, but I think it was more. This is definitely a setup chapter for the crazy amount of stuff that I think we're gonna see next. Because this, like the Wan and Jesseracha stuff have possibilities, but this one blows it out of the park with the possibilities of what we can maybe see, even if it's just flashes, right? We might be able to see other family heads. We might be able to see other events that might happen. We may even see Arlene, Grace, and V. Who knows, right? It could be possible. It could very, very, very be possible. So I don't know what else to really talk about. My reaction kind of talked mostly about everything that I wanted to say. So yeah, I'm just gonna leave it right here. I think that's a good place to leave it off. I think I talked about everything that I wanted to talk about. If there's anything, questions, or any things from the chapter you guys want to talk about in the comments, I'll respond to them and give my opinions on them and stuff. So I'm just gonna do my outro for right now. Okay. All right. Hope you guys have a wonderful day, and remember, guys, I'll always be here to give you guys the truth, and when the truth is not fully explained to you all, I will be here to give you guys my opinion on the truth. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. Bye.